We are here with Shane from Enigma Rods, a fishing rod company. How are you doing, Shane?
Pretty good, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing well.
Yep, we're a fishing rod company out of Orlando, Florida.
Okay. So what sets your rods apart from others?
You know, I mean, the rods do speak for themselves. Our price point is one of the major things that sets us apart from other rod companies.
Okay.
To have that quality rod of some of these $400 or $500 rods in the industry with the components that go on our rods, like the real solid Portuguese cork, you know, the Fuji guides, the Torii graphite blanks, and to be able to carry a $149 price point or a $107.97 price point, that alone sets us apart.
Are you still running a full range of rods though, from like a 5.5 to 8 foot rod type?
Well, we are. You know, we do cover a wide range of you know, technique-specific actions. You know, we got in our HPT series, it's our high performance titanium. That's actually Aaron Martin's series rod that he uses in the MLF this whole season. Him and Jesse worked real hard designing that rod as far as the components, the tapers, the links, what would be in that series, and that's what he went forward with for his series this year. What we do, we have 18 different models in that, 6 spinning models, and then the rest in casting models. So we have our EPON series lineup, which is a new lineup that we brought to the series this year. And it's a similar blank to the high performance titanium. It's a 30-40 ton blend, Torii graphite blank. And what we have here is E-grip. It's like a wind grip style handle, but it's our custom E-grip style. It's stitched, not sewn.
So it almost feels like a golf grip. For those who have never had it in their hands, it's similar to a golf club grip, the feeling of it.
It's real popular this day. It's something that's really taken over the industry as far as these, you know, Wind Grip brought those out, and they have a different style as far as, you know, but they were the first to come out with this style handle, and it's just a really nice component. It's a lot of people like it. If you don't, you probably like the cork or the foam grips, and that's pretty much industry standard. So a couple things Aaron did is one of the things he did when he came over with us is he changed the style of the reel seat to come from the bottom up with the spinning rods, and immediately we moved our hook keepers from the blank up here down to here.
That was one of the first things I noticed when you handed me that rod.
And what that does is if you're flipping like a ounce tungsten weight or you have big crankbaits, you know, nothing beats on your blank up here. You don't have that heavy weight beating on it or scratching up your rod. It's an investment. People spend a lot of money on their equipment, and now you can rest it all on your handles and your components. Put your rod sock on, put your reel cover on, and everything's out of the way, and you can fit more rods in your rod locker that way.
Makes sense.
Yeah, pretty neat. So we use the Fuji guides here with the Alkanite rings. This particular series has 9 rods in it, 3 spinning and the rest casting.
A pretty light feeling rod too, just overall weight.
Yeah, it is. We're using proprietary blend in our blanks, and it's just, you know, what we have going on is incredibly light. Our 7-foot medium heavy is one of the lightest 7-foot medium heavies in the industry. It's light, it's very strong, and it's very sensitive. And I'd like to demo that with you guys if you want to see what I mean.
Go for it.
I'll let you go ahead and hold on to it. So you can feel the rod here. It's a nice light feeling rod. And what I tell the guys that come in the booth is to check out the sensitivity. Now you can do this with any rod. There's a couple different ways to do it, but what we do with our rods is
I can feel it in the reel seat.
I just whisper a little bit, and you can feel everything. If I had fishing line on here, I'd flick it, and you can feel all that in your hand as well. That's really important because you can identify the bottom structure, you know, identify what you're working through down there, and really identify the strike. And you know, if you feel it in your wrist, and then you can go ahead and set the hook, and then you get a nice rod like this, and then it loads up really nice. So we talked about technique-specific action. So what I do is I have guys pull on this rod really hard. So I show them 2 things. I tell you to put 2 hands on that rod and pull up on it real hard. So when I tell you to pull back on it, I'm going in here to the custom links and tapers. So the rod bends naturally. I kind of know where it goes. You'd see Aaron or you see other pros kind of bending it into the carpet. And I'm kind of doing that backwards here. So you see the length on it. So this, if you're drop shotting, wacky rigging, you can kind of tell that this would be a really good rod for that. So then I ask you to put 2 hands on it and pull back as hard as you want. Now, you won't really see what we're doing here on the camera, but we're putting some torque on this rod a lot. You would think most rods should snap, and they probably would, but for some reason we have a really nice blend blank, and they don't. So go ahead and pull on that. How hard do you think we're pulling on that rod?
60 pounds.
60-pound torque, about as hard as you can pull on that rod. And that's our little drop shot, you know, rod, and it's really got a lot of torque in that rod. So I'll grab one of these here. Let's see, give me something strong here. A 7.6 medium heavy on a flip and stick blank. And if you were watching the MLF this last weekend and seen John Murray and Aaron Martin's, you know, on Garcia and Toho, this is one of the rods that they were using. John did a video on it. He was doing blade jigs and little chatterbaits and blade jigs on the 7.6 medium heavy EPON. So go ahead and hold on to that. A very different action on it. When you pull up on that, it's parabolic because it's a flip and stick blank. But go ahead and pull on that real hard. nice bend, nice torque on that rod, and again, very sensitive blanks, guys. When you get all the components like this, and you get the type of this rod for the price point, it's a really good deal. And then when you see us at a show, that's really something that separates us from what other rod companies do. We really like to take care of people at a show. So we're manufacturer, direct. We have Tackle Warehouse, we have our dealers, and we have our website. You can get our rods through directly. But when you come to a show, it's once a year, and we like to give the best discount we can to people. So
what show discount are you giving this week? Because this will go out before the end of the show.
Oh, really? So what we're doing here is we're doing buy two get one free. So on a $150 rod, and on our website you pay $29 to ship it, which comes to $180. You get 3 rods that comes to $100 a piece. So you're saving $80 on your first rod and $50 on the other 2.
Okay.
Which is really strong.
That's a great deal, man.
Yeah, and I'll show you one more. This is our Phenom titanium, and this is a Gen 2 titanium. We've made a few changes on this rod, and we were able to keep the price point the same as we had it last year. We added a carbon fiber reel seat. We upgraded to the best foam components we could find. Nice feeling, comfortable grip here. And again, we got a really good guide system. And our price point on this is $107.97, and we're doing 2 for $150, so $75 a rod at the show.
That's perfect. Hey Shane, we appreciate your time.
It, Bill.
And check them out. Check their website out. What's your website?
Yeah, enigmafishing.com.
Okay, perfect. Check them out. Great deal going on right now at the show, and they always have a great price point. So
we do.
Look it up.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out.
We'll see you.